Len Goodman has been remembered as a kind and brilliant man who lit up the screen following his death at the age of 78.
Well, joining us now, Erin Boag, who suggested Len Goodman to the BBC back in 2004, and he became head judge as a result. Congratulations, Erin. And Brendan Cole, the first winner, professional, of Strictly Come Dancing when it launched. Erin, thank you for suggesting Len, because he said all his friends had been contacted. No one had contacted him.
Well, I mean, I had not long before I suggested him been to a wedding, and he was the best man. And although I knew Len from our business, and he was a well-respected judge, you know, past British champion, he did this incredible speech, which I thought was genius. And when they said that they needed a judge, I said to them, you have to contact this guy called Len Goodman. He's perfect because he has so much, I mean, he's got so much charisma, personality, larger than life, is very professional, well-respected in our business. And I thought he'd be perfect for the job.
It was a speech, not the wedding dancing.
Well, it was the speech that put it in my mind, because he was genius in this speech. You know, short, sharp and witty. And, but honestly, I mean, he went there and he did this pilot. Do you remember the pilot that we did?
Probably in the studio.
That's it. He got the job on his own merit. Yeah. I mean, he was just so brilliant and the perfect head judge.
And Brendan, what was the most spicy thing he said about your dancing?
Can't mention on television. Back in those days, you could. He's called me all sorts of names. Donut, prawn head, you name it, he's called me it. But it was always done with a wink and a handshake at the end, because there was so much respect. He commanded your respect by his energy and his general demeanour. He was lovable. He was a little bit edgy. He read the room. This is the best thing about him. He read the room. When somebody needed to pick up, he'd say exactly the right thing to go. Come on, lift. You've got this. If you needed a bit of a knockdown, he'd put you right down, but done in a beautiful way.
You famously were very combative with the judges. He came on our programme a couple of years ago and defended you for that. Let's have a listen.
Nice.
Those pros should defend their celebrity, because if you're not careful, you come over as a bit of a bully, picking on people that can't defend themselves. So I think it's admirable to say, no, wait a minute, I can't agree with you. Know, I maybe he went a tad over the top with it, but no, I think it's good that the pros defend their partners.
Yeah, well done, Brendan. He always had your back, didn't he? He might have gone into a fight with you, but he always had your back.
I think he chased me out of the studio once.
Yeah,
but that was the amazing thing about him. It was never done with any sort of malice. It was always done with a listen. I know what I'm doing, and you just watch yourself. And I love that about him.
And my memory was of all the judges, the pros on ballroom particularly, they really cared what he said.
Never mess about at the start of a routine, because he'll mark you down.
He didn't like all that fluff at the beginning. You had to take hold and start to dance from beginning to end. And that's because he was very old school. So he didn't like, you know, what they used to call them, illegal lifts. He wanted to see proper ballroom dancing, what ballroom dancing is all about.
Because that's what the hard thing is about ballroom dancing, to stay and hold for a minute and a half. Yeah. It's almost impossible for a beginner. So if you break hold, it's easy. Back up and down, but it was just a wonderful. He was the best judge on television.
And a very generous judge.
Yeah,
very generous. And I think you could always, you know, rely on him, as you said, to pick up the celebrity if they were feeling down. But he was also the one that you always wanted to impress as a professional and as a celebrity. He was sort of the king of the ballroom, the head judge, and the one I think that I felt I really respected his knowledge.
Did you know he was so poorly?
I personally, I didn't know.
I'm not sure many did at all. I mean, he said, what, 6 months ago when he said, I want to spend more time with my family.
Yes.
He obviously knew, and, you know, condolences to Sue and James's son. It's very sad, but he's left a legacy, he's left a legend. We can't walk down the street without somebody yelling 7, and that will have a new meaning, so...
7 was the height for some of us.
It's so lovely, and I'm sorry for your loss. He's such an important part of your lives.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.